Hi, I'm Dr. Layla,
I'm Dr. Maximilian.
and we're going to teach you today a breathwork series that will support you with nervous system realignment, nervous system reconnection of new neural networks, new neural pathways, while also creating a little challenge so that during stressful positions or stressful experiences in your reality, then you're able to shift right through with your full neurological capacity, neurocognition intact without shifting into a sympathetic overdrive, and you're able to stay more in parasympathetics. So we're going to start out with a series of rapid breaths, kind of like the Wim Hof style of breathing. So you're going to do a very rapid inhale, exhale. And you inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and it's about 1 second in, 1 second out. We're going to do 25 breaths, and we'll do a series of 3. In between each of those breaths, you're going to have a breath hold where you hold in an exhale for 30 to 45 seconds, and then when you inhale, you hold it in inhale for 15 seconds. I'll guide you through the entire process. Let's go ahead and start. One more. And so release into an exhale. Stay in a peaceful state in this exhale, relaxing into this space and allowing for your own neurology to rewire, reconnect. And your focus is just to reach for the peace. So feel that calmness, the relaxation, and the peace within your own nervous system. When you're in a breath hold, you're trusting your own body, your own brain, your own nervous system, that it's okay throughout the small state of hypoxia with lower oxygen in the blood. There's plenty for your system. And whenever you feel the need, you can release out of this void and into an inhale. Staying at an inhale, feeling how you've filled up your lungs with oxygen, and now your red blood cells are latching onto the oxygen more firmly with a strong capacity for carrying that oxygen around to your tissues and organ systems and brain in a better way, an upgraded way. And let's go ahead and release, and make sure you're forcefully breathing with this. 25 breaths, let's go. Breathing in and releasing into the void, into the state of peace and relaxation, where new insights, new inspiration from your nervous system are able to come through. Listening to any wisdom that's coming in from your spirit, from you as your highest self. Listening to new ways that your body would like to be taken care of. Maybe new insights that your own system is communicating to you. Feeling if there is a stress or trauma or experience that you're ready to release, letting go. Feeling how you're rewiring your nervous system right now to create new space for abundance of energy, vitality, and joy. Breathing in. Staying in this piece of inhale. Feel how your expansiveness, your expansion of your own energy field around you is happening right now. Feeling how there's greater levels of trust cultivated within your emotion centers, your mental body. And feeling with this next series that you're putting everything you have into this. Releasing 25 breaths, and you can pulse your fists open and closed with your breath to create more of that energy center of traveling up and down your arms in your nervous system. Let's go. 25 breaths. One more, and release into this peaceful exhale, feeling how you've let go of any stagnation in your system, stagnant energy. You've even cleared your lymphatics, clearing toxins from your body. You've activated your immune system to clear biotoxins. You've activated your energy centers to help balance the organ systems, communication signals, hormones, the neurological centers for biochemistry of the neurotransmitters. Feel gratitude for how you've recentered, reconnected, rewired, and created a new space for your intention. And breathing in, holding at this inhale, 15 seconds, feeling that expansion around you. Feeling the new insights and inspiration within your brain. Feeling how you can almost see more light in your mind's eye. More light flowing around your body. And releasing now. Release into a normal breath pattern as I explain the next part of the breathwork series. We're going into a fire breath breathing pattern, and we're going to focus on various diaphragms. We all think about this abdominal diaphragm, and as you're breathing here in a natural way, an automatic way, you feel your own diaphragm expanding as your lungs expand, and then releasing, contracting as the lungs are compressing to release the air. Well, that's our abdominal diaphragm, but we also have diaphragm in our pelvic floor, the basin below our abdominal organs. We have the abdominal, and then there's one round where our own esophageal movement is happening between the esophagus and the windpipes of how we're constantly moving between the act of swallowing if we're eating or drinking water, or breathing and expanding. So this diaphragm also relates directly to the one in the back of your palate, at the back of your mouth, just at the top of your esophagus. And we've all seen the little flap that hangs down. That is one of the ways that our own urula, our own body, is able to raise if we're really breathing in a lot of air, a lot of oxygen, we're expanding it in. And it's also what helps us with a gag reflex. So it's directly linked to our vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve is the cranial nerve from your brain that is controlling and stimulating and also receiving information to take back to the brain from all abdominal organs. So feeling that connection and how you have this conscious control pattern over all of these diaphragms. And then one other important factor of diaphragmatic movements is in and around the lake systems of the brain, where the cerebral spinal fluid flows through the ventricles. These are little holding patterns for the fluid that helps to bring nutrients to our brain and also carries out any toxins, any inflammation that needs to get cleared out. We have capacity to flex each one of these diaphragms, and we're going to do that through this fire breath breathing pattern. We're also going to work with our fists opening and closing, and we're going to have more of a movement in our energy centers of up and down our spine, so that we can get more of that pulsing of the cerebral spinal fluid flow up that spinal cord into the brain, and then it can clear and process out anything that needs to get cleared from the ventricles. So feeling that, now we're going to go into 18 breaths through this. And at the end of those 18 breaths, and it's a very rapid breath, it's 1 second, it's about half a second in and half a second out. And whenever you end at that last of the 18 breaths, you immediately go into a hold on your nose where you block air from going out or in, but what it's going to continue doing is flexing all 5 of those diaphragms, especially up in that ventricle spinal fluid flow. And another wonderful benefit of this is that we're rising our energy up and down our spine, and this energy can be very igniting and activating for your nervous system. So we'll do 3 rounds of breath, and with the first round, you're focusing your intention of your energy in the center of your Dantian region, right below your belly button, just in the space where there's a wonderful pull of energy that can be activated throughout every system of your body. And then the second time that we go through the breathing series, we're going to be focusing down at the basin of the pelvic floor, right in the root chakra area, grounding, security, and protection type energy, but also just you rooting and grounding into yourself and your own insights and inspiration more. And then the third time, we're focusing our energy right on our third eye area, right over the forehead, which also has connection to all of our master glands in the brain, the pineal gland, hypothalamus, pituitary. So we're balancing the biochemistry and physiology of the brain. Then what we'll end with after that third round is by moving our hands around, capturing in all of the energy in our bubble and bringing it down into our system so that we can ensure that we cultivate, capture, and appreciate and utilize to the fullest and best capacity all the energy that we've built up. So now let's go ahead and go into this breathing series, and let's begin. And stop, block your nose. And into the next round. And stop, block your nose. And next round. And stop and block your nose. And down, and capture all this energy by circling your arms up and around, up above you, bringing it down into your energy field, holding, grounding, centering, anchoring, and then bring your hands to your heart center, feeling gratitude. Thank you so much for joining us.